how do you submit assignments? In your term manual, you'll find all the assignments listed for that term, those 8 work weeks, listed in Work Portfolio Part 1. Those are where the instructions are, and step by step, you'll see how to do every assignment for each work week. We want you to get them done during that week so that we know that you're spreading out the work and that you are not overloading yourself in any 1 or 2 of the last weeks of the term, which is going to create a lot of anxiety and stress for you. We don't want that to be anywhere at play with the program. So we want you to be careful to spread out the work and to get them done the way we have asked you to get them done, according to those deadlines. But you accomplish the assignment just by actually following those steps and doing the work. You don't have to send in anything to us, usually a finished assignment. What you do is you eventually will send in a blanket submission at the end of the term. And it'll be a file or an email that you can copy and paste, Work Portfolio Part 2, which is just a list of questions, into the email itself, and then you can right there in the email just answer the questions. Did you do assignment 1 part 1? Did you do a 1.2? Did you do 1.3? Yes or no? Yes or no? And those answers can simply be yes or no. Now, every now and then you will be asked to provide something a bit more of an answer, a short answer, a paragraph or two, a poem, a definition of a term, something like that. So not every question is going to be yes or no, but the majority of them will be. And we are just giving you a chance to affirm that you did the work we asked you to do, that you paid attention, and that you did it on time. And that is really the way everything gets graded, and how you actually finish off a term. Let us know you're done. We can look at your responses and your timeliness and give you full credit based on that. All right. Sometimes assignments will actually ask you to send in small emails before the end of the term. This is particularly the case for work weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to have assignments in each one of those work weeks, and at least one assignment there will ask you to send in a quick email to your mentor at the end of that week, letting your mentor know that you have finished the assignments for that week. And we call these progress reports. They're very small emails. The subject line can simply be progress report for week 1, progress report for week 2. And the email itself can simply say, I have done all the work for week 1. It could be just one line. However, you are communicating with your mentor, so if you have questions or concerns, you can also include that in your email. Your mentor will see that. But that email needs to be sent at the end of work week 1. Another similar email needs to be sent at the end of work week 2, at the end of work week 3, and at the end of work week 4. You're going to get graded on the timeliness of those emails and your ability to pay attention, to schedule it, to remember, to do it. So those we call partial submission, because just a little bit of the assignment actually has to be submitted right then and there as an email. That's all it is. And at times in the whole program, you will be asked to do an essay or some special assignment that needs to be done on its own on a certain work week, and it needs to be submitted as an email attachment to your mentor. And we call this special submission, and that is a voice file or an audio clip or maybe a small video or an essay that you actually have to write and submit it before the end of the term. Maybe it'll be at the end of the 5th work week or something like that. But let me assure you that special submission assignments will always be listed as such, and you'll get clear direction, that you need to finish this week, and you need to send it in as a separate email at the end of this week. It'll be clearly marked. So there are 3 types of submissions, if you will. The blanket submission, which are those questions you need to copy and paste into a file or an email and just affirm that you've done all the work on time. And that's sent in at the end of every term. Every term will ask you to send in an email at the end of the 1st work week, 2nd work week, 3rd work week, 4th work week. Those are the progress reports. We call this partial submission. because it's just a part of the assignment that needs to be submitted. A quick email letting us know you did it and you did the assignment on time. And then every now and then there'll be a special submission where you send in an email with an attachment. It could be a file, an essay, a speech audio clip, maybe a small video. So the special submission comes in on its own on a different time before the end of the term, and it will be clearly listed as such. But the vast majority of how you submit your work is simply going to be through email as a checklist saying, yes, I did I engaged the material, I watched that video, I did the assignment, it was something that you asked me to do during the week, maybe I needed to use a certain term or write in my journal or whatever, and yes, I did it. It's simply going to be affirmation statements that are sent in at the end of every term. It's always going to be involving your email address and sending an email to your mentor.